Hi, everybody, and welcome again to Just 5 Minutes with John and myself, both togged up in our waistcoats. And John, you do need a haircut. I can't say the same stuff, but after lockdown, no doubt the haircuts will happen. A quick reminder of where we're at. We refer to this pyramid a few times as we are doing these 5-minute talks. A foundation of well-being in this pyramid is critical for any organization to be productive, to build personal skills, then managerial skills, then leadership skills. One of the skills arenas that we're talking about is in that management block today, John, right? The contentious subject really of having tough conversations, something that is really tough to do in 5 minutes, of course, but having tough conversations is something which managers and team members actually are getting increasingly aware of having to do. Remote working, coming back to the workplace, the pressures of COVID, performance questions when people are working remotely. How do I show that I'm working hard? How do I show that I'm having difficulties? And all of this amounts to some challenging conversations. So I think we have some tips on tough conversations, John.
I was saying that one of those tough conversations could be about my long hair.
Yeah, it could be. Definitely not mine, anyway.
I suppose there's a number of things that come to mind, but I always think that choosing the right time to have a conversation is very important. I think about myself. If I'm very busy, I've got a lot of tasks that I need to complete, it's probably not the right time to have a conversation with me about some difficult or in-depth topic. So I think, yes, you need to have the difficult conversation, but choose the right time.
That's a good point. Think about it rather than jumping into it. And my tip would be, don't think about it too long. I would suggest two things actually. One is check with somebody else, even if they're not in the workplace, about what you think the issue is. Sound it out. Don't make a solo decision on it. That helps objectify it. But having checked it out with somebody else, if you think, look, this is a difficult conversation that has to happen, then don't back off. Do it. Do it, because you'll actually engender a degree of honesty in the relationship by doing it when you know it should be done, rather than trying to hold off to get more data or more information or to be absolutely sure. Quick conversation with a couple of people, and then, yep, I need to raise this, and then go do it. Don't back off.
Yeah, I suppose it's up to me now for the last one, and I was sort of thinking there's a couple of tips I would want to give, but I would say choosing the right place would be the one I would want to suggest, because sometimes just an informal chat is what's needed, but sometimes a more formalized chat is. And if you get the right setting for the conversation, I think it can add to the power of the message, or it can also add to just soften the message a little, which can help that conversation to happen.
Mm-hmm. I love that point, John. I've advised many people when they say, I've got to talk to this person about this subject. I said, take them out of work to do it, because it totally changes the atmosphere when you're sitting in a pub or a restaurant or a coffee bar and saying, I really need to talk to you about something, compared to being at the desk or in the work environment.
Yeah, exactly.
As we come back to the normal workplace, that will become more appropriate, of course. But yeah, the environment makes a big difference. Just a few thoughts there on the subject then. There's a lot more. Do contact us and chat about this tough subject on tough questioning and tough conversations. And this was been John and Mark, and thank you for your time.